Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning. Welcome to Habari Live, where we keep you updated with the news, sports, and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we are all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. What's up with it, guys?
Good morning.
Yo. Today we have a very special guest, Miss Bonita Jenkins from Legal Shield. She's going to come in and teach us how to get our LLCs, get our companies together, so we can be professional and move on and move up in life. You know what I mean? Those things are very important to get your business established and how to get your business established. And she's going to talk to us about some of those things that we must need to be able to start a business. So let's get that going today. Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Excited.
Definitely.
This is so nice.
Thank you. You come in with the bubbly energy. We love it. You know what I mean? That's really dope. You got a really cool energy. I like it. And
thank you.
So what do you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Absolutely.
And how do you help people with Legal Shield?
I would love to.
Definitely.
So my name is Bonita Jenkins, as you said. I've been with Legal Shield for 19 years now.
Okay.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. I actually got started.
That's a long time.
Older than me.
Yes. Right. How old is he?
18.
18. Oh
Right.
my goodness.
So
yes, when I started with this company, I was about your age. I was 19.
Wow.
Yes, I was a broke college student looking for an extra income without an extra boss, and this company fell in my lap.
Wow.
And I actually started working with business owners about 3 years into it.
Okay.
Yes. So what we do, we basically protect individuals, families, business owners, and their employees.
Definitely.
And we provide them equal access to the justice system.
Okay.
So you know how the justice system is really expensive. Only people that are really wealthy can afford $300, $400, $500 an hour to have an attorney.
Definitely.
So we take that cost factor out.
Okay.
And we provide people to have access for just a small monthly fee. Literally, like for a family, it's less than $1 a day.
Right.
For business owners, about $1.50 a day.
Definitely.
And they can have unlimited access. So it's really awesome.
And it really does help the people who can't afford to get a big time lawyer.
Absolutely.
You know, sometimes you want to talk to someone, you want to get some information, and you want to talk to someone you trust, and you don't want to talk to somebody just off the streets, and you don't have $5,000 an hour to pay for a lawyer.
Exactly.
So these are great ways to get good advice, professional advice, and know what you need to do to get there. Now tell the people, what do you have to go through too? Because a lot of people want to know out there to get your LLCs.
Yes.
And what type things would you suggest people should do that's starting their own business?
Okay, absolutely. So the first thing that I would say is when you are starting a business, you want to make sure you get a team together. So a lot of things that I realize when I'm talking to business owners is a lot of them just want to go gung-ho straight in by themselves, okay?
Yeah.
And here's the problem with that. You're only one person, or
That's
if you're lucky enough to be a couple like you guys.
Right.
You're two people,
Definitely.
right? But you're two people that are focused on building Habari Entertainment.
That's real.
Right?
Right.
But Habari Entertainment is more than just the news broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's the legal side, right? Which is a lot of it, right?
Definitely.
It's your accounting, right?
Definitely.
If you start hiring, you bringing on nephew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And others,
Right.
it's now you got that, right? You got
Mm-hmm.
you got payroll and things like that. So
Definitely.
it's so many things
Right.
that go about building a business, and
Mhm.
you can go so much faster and farther with the team
Mhm.
than trying to do it all by yourself.
Most definitely.
So that's what I noticed, like with new business owners, they just have this mindset of, I'm just going to do it all, you know? And here's the problem with that. You're one person, right?
It's not going to work.
Yeah, you're going to burn out. You're going to
You're
burn
gonna burn
out, right?
Fast.
And you're going to miss some things.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to
That's
miss
real.
a lot of things that
And
you could have had.
You won't
if you had a
have
team.
that advice.
Yep.
And that
Like
person
guidance.
that might say, hey man, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Right.
You need that advice sometimes. You need
Right.
that tap on the shoulder sometimes. And to be by yourself out here. You know, I know a lot of people, even if you're doing music, you want to have a team. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You want to have several people that's with you trying to get your company or whatever you're doing to the highest plateau it's going.
Absolutely, and it's funny you mentioned music because I used to be in the music industry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was an artist, and I was always coming across contracts and things like that,
Right.
managers and
Right.
things, and I remember this one manager that I was about to sign. It was a management company, so it's
Okay.
run by 3 women, and they had this nice little company. It was a nice little setup, kinda like what you guys have here.
Right.
And I came in and meeting with them. They gave us all contracts. I was in like a little female group at the time.
Mhm.
They gave us all contracts and they said, if you guys want to take a moment and have your attorneys look over it, then just go ahead and do that.
Right.
The other good 3 girls went, no, I'm just going to sign it. It looks good to me. They didn't even read it.
Wow.
And even if they did read it, it would have been a lot that they missed, right?
Right.
But because I've had this service since I was 19,
Right.
and at the time I was 24. So I said, actually, I would like to do that. I was like, can I go ahead and send this over to my attorney? They were like, you really want to send this here so they didn't really want me to send it to my
they give you
attorney,
the option,
right?
but they
Because
don't
they
want
don't
you to
really want
take
you
it.
to. So I
Right.
said, yeah. So just give me a few days. I'll have them look over to it. I'll get it back to you. They're like,
Mhm.
okay, fine, whatever. So I did that. And when I had it looked over by my attorney caught all sorts of stuff that was in that contract and made them amend mine. So the other girls, they went and signed. Mine had all sorts of amendments, right?
Wow.
That stopped them from making money after a certain period of time.
Right.
They were going to be making money in perpetuity, like
Right.
forever.
Wow.
Even after
crazy.
they stopped working with me.
Oh yeah, they'll give you a bad contract.
In a second.
Quick.
In a second.
That's their
So
mission.
imagine having a service that you don't have to check your checkbook before you check your rights. You
Mhm.
can just send that. I can say things like, you'll be hearing from my attorney and really mean it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And that's
We all
hey,
say that and don't mean it, right?
that's big because I'm telling you, you need that legal group behind you. There's so much strength behind knowing what the legal system is and how to manipulate and to go through the system and get what you need out of it.
Absolutely.
Because we go in blindsided thinking that they can just do whatever they want to us, but you have options.
You have rights.
You have rights,
Absolutely.
right? And things you may not know. You need some people to help you out.
Yeah,
So
I
you know,
totally agree.
it's tough for us. You know, I mean, we can't afford. We get in trouble. We can't afford lawyers, public defenders. Then we end up getting with these scandalous guys who's taking our money,
Yep.
and then it's just they done took grandma's house.
Right.
You know, it's just a system that's
Mhm.
just keeping us in the gutters. And you know, too many of us are being locked up. You already know, and we have to make these decisions to: do we keep the house or do we keep him in jail?
Right. Right.
So you know, I
Deep.
mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we have to have people like you behind us
Yeah.
to let us know legally what's your options. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And let me touch on what you just said too, because that was so powerful. So I don't want to skip over it.
Mhm.
So when you're having to choose between, do we keep grandma's house or get cousin Jimmy out of jail
Right.
that didn't deserve to be there in the first place, right?
Right.
So, because so many times we go to jail for bogus situations,
Definitely.
right? We get pulled over for a routine traffic
Mhm.
stop, and then we got face down on the pavement.
Right.
We don't make it home to our kids at night, right?
Freedom.
And it's
Freedom.
happening in our community so often that to ignore that is an injustice.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now let me tell you about another part of our app. So Legal Shield is a phone app.
Okay.
If I can grab my phone and just show you real quick. Legal Shield is a phone app. I don't know if y'all can see this.
Definitely.
But imagine being able to have an app like this. Hold on, I need my face. Let me sign in with my face. My face will get us in. Okay, so imagine being able to have an app like this on your phone.
Mhm.
Okay, you can press request a consult anytime you need to speak to your attorney, right?
Right.
But there's also an emergency access button on here to speak to your point. And you can use that button. It could be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It could
Okay.
be 2:00 in the morning on New Year's Eve.
Right.
If you're being pulled over, arrested, questioned, or detained by law enforcement,
Mm-hmm.
now you can have your attorney on speakerphone
Right.
in that moment.
Right.
How powerful is this? Because if George Floyd or somebody else that we, those names that we all know,
Mm-hmm.
right, had that type of access,
Right.
thankfully we wouldn't even know his name.
I mean, because they're able to have your back in
Right.
those situations. The police take advantage of people because they know people don't know their rights.
Yeah.
You know, and when you have that, hey, hold on, let me get my lawyer. My lawyer's on the phone. As soon as they come up, my lawyer's here, so he's listening to
He's
everything.
listening. Yep. Speakerphone
Right.
too, so they can
So
hear him.
they're gonna start acting correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So man, it's best. I know it costs a little money, and I know talk about that, because I know it costs a little bit.
Mhm.
So and everybody, penny pinching nowadays. It's been tough since COVID-19, and a lot of people have been going into poverty. But talk a little bit about the cost and how normal person can afford this in
Absolutely.
their normal budget.
Absolutely. That's the best part. When I
Mhm.
tell you that is the best part, because think about it like this.
Right.
All right, especially if you're a business owner, especially,
Mhm.
but even from a family perspective, is your family, protecting of your family, worth to you $1 a day? And
Most
think
definitely.
about that. If you came to a lawyer, if you came to somebody's law firm,
Mhm.
and so they're sitting in this nice setup like you are, right? They got a nice attorney's office and everything, got their desk. I mean, I
Right.
love y'all setup. I'm gonna be talking about it all day, okay? They got this nice setup. You come into the office with a Starbucks cup of coffee.
Mhm.
All right. You put it down. You just bought the coffee. It's fresh. All right. You put it down, piping hot, smells good, looks good. And you say to that attorney, hey, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I want to propose. I know you usually charge $300, $400, $500 an hour, but
Mhm.
this is what I propose for you.
Wow.
All right. I want you to answer all my phone calls whenever I call. Give me unlimited consultation.
Oh goodness.
I want you to look over all my contracts and all my documents for me. I want you to make letters on my behalf if I have a dispute with a customer or a vendor or anybody's taking advantage of me.
Mhm.
I want you to do all my estate planning. I want you to help me in traffic court.
Wow.
If I'm a business owner, I want you to send debt collection letters to people, if I need to get my money back, right?
Right,
If I need to
right.
get my money that I'm supposed to be paid.
Mhm.
I need you to represent me if I ever get sued.
Right.
I need you to represent me if I ever get audited.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then I want one of y'all to keep your phone on even in the middle of the night,
Oh,
just in case I need you, right?
Oof. How deep are
And
your
this,
pockets?
right, how deep in your
Right.
pockets, right, exactly. You're
Right.
like, you couldn't afford me,
No,
right?
you
You
can't
couldn't
afford
afford
it.
me.
No.
But then I say, this is my proposition to you. I'm going to bring you one Starbucks coffee a day every morning.
Wow.
And you're going to do all that for me. What would you say as my attorney? What would you say? Get out of my office?
Right. Absolutely not.
Take her away. She's crazy.
Right.
Lock her up, right?
I'm trying to hear that.
But let me tell you, for less than a cup of Starbucks coffee a day,
Mhm.
individuals, families, business owners can now have access to the services we're talking about.
Wow.
Isn't that powerful?
No, that's real.
That is
Because
so powerful, right?
I know your pops. He's always been an advocate of Legal Shield, and I know that he's used it on several occasions, and we were able to use his account because we are family.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And we're able to call in
Isn't that cool?
and get help
Mhm.
with a couple of situations that we were going through with some financial issues with the old car that we had.
Wow.
And these people
That's
kept
deep.
coming after us and coming after us. So we needed some help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were able to guide us in the right direction.
That's
You know what I mean?
awesome.
Because you don't know what to do. And we was at
Absolutely.
our wits end with this situation. And we were able to get through it, figure it out. But they
I love
definitely
it.
helped a lot.
I
You know
love
what I
it.
mean? And I think it is very much worth it. We need to also invest in it as a company. We're just sitting here thinking about you, thinking about this while we're talking to you,
Yeah.
because
Well, I got
it's
y'all. I'm here,
yeah,
so we're gonna talk
definitely.
about it.
We definitely
got
gonna
you.
talk, because I'm like, this is something we need to do just to make sure we're good on
That
a
we're
lot of
protected
things.
on a lot of
Definitely,
our
yeah,
content.
yeah, because we
Absolutely.
got the content issues. You have the licensing issues with
Yep.
media. There's a lot of different issues that we didn't know going into this, that we found out as we start doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is with the website, what pictures you can have on your website, what
Yeah.
stories,
Mm-hmm.
what can you share, what can't you
Right.
share, who can
Isn't it a
take your
lot?
yeah, it's a
Yes.
lot.
And it's growing every day.
Every day.
The laws are being written every day.
Mhm.
Right.
And you
Yes.
think the internet is Wild West, you can just do what you want to, but
You can't.
you cannot.
Yeah.
You can get sued.
Absolutely.
is what you can do.
Absolutely.
Really
Just for
fast.
using somebody else's photo that they took in an article that you want to write.
Mhm. Yeah, man. They don't play that.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
So and also, you want to protect yourself.
Yep.
So if someone's taking your information and stealing your stories, you want to be able to protect yourself. So
Yep.
they will go after them to make sure that people are not stealing your copyrighted information and
Absolutely.
materials.
Absolutely.
So it goes both ways.
And bringing up copyrights and trademarks,
Mhm.
we do that too.
Yeah,
We do that too.
yeah.
We'll do one for you per year, absolutely
Wow.
included in the program.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's big.
Yeah.
Because I
Does that
mean,
It's some great
include all
stuff.
Yeah, man.
Does that include all content for the whole year, or?
So that's a good question. Let me get back to you on that. I don't want to say yes. And then you're like, Bonita, but on the live broadcast, you said. But I know that we do one copyright or one trademark for you.
Okay.
Per year. So not like all through the year, you can do as many as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense. But for your specific question, I'll think about that and then I'll get back to you. Let me verify that and let me fact check that for you.
Yeah, Patrick, and he's a person that's watching. We do spend more than that a day, and just we spend it on snacks and lunch.
Facts.
You spend more than that just
On a
lunching through the
cheeseburger.
week, getting cheeseburgers at McDonald's, and So
Yes.
this is a way to cover yourself legally.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not talking about you, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Goodness. We think everything about him.
Absolutely.
He felt attacked.
He's so vain.
He feels so attacked
He's
in
so
today's
vain.
episode. Like he like, ah man, here they go.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah, man, this
Go home.
it's not a lot of
Enjoy
lot
your
of money
McDonald's. It's okay. You're still
to be
young.
able to get the access that you want to have. That's not a lot of money.
No, it's not.
And especially if you're an up and coming hip hop artist.
Yep.
These people will be great for you to talk to.
Absolutely.
But you can have access to people to tell you exactly what you need to do with your music, how to get it copywritten, how to make sure that you're in the right
And to
situations.
also make sure you're not copyright infringing on someone else.
Right.
Exactly. Those checks need to be done.
Definitely.
Yep.
We saw what happened with Ed Sheeran. They're trying to sue him.
Right.
So,
and he's one of the most talented people we know.
Man. Yeah. So
if
as
it
an
happens
artist,
to him, it can happen to anybody.
anyone.
Right?
Anyone.
Yeah.
So you have to protect yourself.
You do. And protect your legacy. You're building this business, this phenomenal company, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got little princess out there.
Yeah.
We need this to last past you guys, right?
That's the mission.
Legacy, right?
That's what it's about. I want to leave it to them.
Yes.
So when we're done, then it's already being ran, and the next generation will take it up and be able to live and feed their kids off of it.
Absolutely.
That's the mission.
We'll help you with that.
Oh yeah,
Got
Hey, we're going to talk. Yeah. So let's talk about what we have here. Yeah. We got any questions out there?
Nope. Patrick said, yes, protect the legacy.
Most definitely.
I like Patrick. Whoever he is.
That makes one of
us.
I
love Patrick.
That makes one of us.
That makes one of us.
So tell us a little about some of the pitfalls that you see from business owners who come in, and some of the things that they get blindsided by that they don't know about. Yeah. That Legal Shield may be able to help them, or have you seen in your career
I'll tell
that
you
you've
a big
seen?
One.
Mm-hmm.
A really big one is taxes.
Okay. Yeah.
For some reason. Okay, and to their credit, I know that a lot of business owners come from a W-2 background before that, right? Mm-hmm. They're used to the government going in, taking the taxes out first, right? And they don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, business owners, when you become a business owner, you are now responsible for that.
That's real.
So you can't make a whole bunch of money and just forget about Uncle Sam. Because if you forget about Uncle Sam, trust me, he didn't forget about you.
He's coming.
He's coming back with his hands out, right? And if you don't have your hands out to give it to him, guess what? He's going in the pocket.
Oh my God.
He's shaking you down. So let me tell you a quick story, though, about how we've helped one of our members. So this is actually one of my wealth mentors now. So when he was starting his business, he was just growing it. Now he's a millionaire, multimillionaire. Wow. But when he was starting his business, he was just growing it, but he was rocking it, okay? He made a lot of money in a short amount of time. And then he wrote off a ton of stuff because he had a really good tax accountant that told him like, hey, you can write off this and this and this. And he's like, okay, right? So he was doing all the right things, though. He kept track of all his stuff. But guess what? That put him on the IRS radar. And they came after him and they said, sir, you made a whole lot of money in a short amount of time, and you wrote off a whole lot of stuff. And he's like, yeah, but it was all legal. It was all legit. They're like, we'll be the judge of that, right? Wow. So here's your audit, sir. Wow. We'll see you there. He was able to, though, no stressing, no guessing. He was able to tap on his app. He got his attorney on the phone. His attorney looked over all the information, and he said, you're right. You did nothing wrong here. He said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go to the audit for you. So you can continue working on your business. Right. I'll go and work in your business, right? He said, I'll let you know how it goes.
Wow.
So after it was over, he said, okay, well, what do I owe? Because the IRS was freaking me out.
Right.
What do I owe? They said, not only do you not owe them anything,
Okay.
we got you back so much money in
Wow.
taxes that you get a credit, a $87,000
Wow.
tax credit.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes.
Because sometimes I already know we know absolutely zero.
Nothing about business taxes.
You know what I mean? We
The
need
sound
to
effects
learn.
are killing me. You guys are hilarious.
So
We need
that
to
brings
learn.
a question. So how long does a new business have to file taxes for the first time?
That is an excellent, excellent question for your attorney. Because if I give y'all legal advice, we both going to jail, okay? I called a law firm just like y'all gonna be calling the law firm. But that is a great question. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
write that one down, hubby. Write that
Okay.
down,
Right.
right? That could be one of the first questions that you guys ask.
For
So that's
sure.
really important to know.
Definitely.
That's really, really
It
important
is.
to know.
It's
Right.
important to know because most of us don't know.
Right.
And what?
We got a couple new comments.
Okay. What we got?
Sorry, Patrick said Jimmy just mad the Lakers got that L,
Wow.
and they're gonna get another one.
Okay.
That is not a question.
Somebody said Dip sucks. Oh wait,
Right.
that was me. Sorry. And Elijah said, greetings and salutations from Avondale, Arizona, holding it down like shoelaces. I hope peace finds you all in good health.
Well,
That's
we
awesome.
appreciate holding it down
Hey,
like
sir.
shoelaces.
It's so funny.
Hopefully he's headed here from Avondale.
My favorite one is Dip sucks. That's whoever said that's a genius. I'm just saying. Like,
You should be listening, trying to learn.
I'm
something.
learning, but man, that's a great
Proud of
comment.
you.
Go ahead though.
So let's talk
That's
about
funny.
something that you were surprised by when you started working at Legal Shield. Like when you first started and you were like, man, wow, I did not know that myself. I'm learning a lot
Yeah.
here. What was some of the first things that you learned when you first got in?
I didn't know how important it was to really understand
Mhm.
things before you sign them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know that until I needed to know that.
Mhm.
Some things you learn by hitting your head against the wall, you
Right.
know, and then you're like, oh, that's important, huh?
Right.
I didn't know that was that important. Because here's the thing, most of us are really smart people,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Some of us have degrees, some of us don't, but
Mhm.
we feel like we're pretty smart.
Definitely.
And we know we can read, right?
Right.
We're not illiterate people. So we think if somebody puts a contract in front of me, I can read, right? This is in English. I
Right.
can read. I'm not dumb. I'm
Right.
smart. So I got this. That's what we think.
But
Right.
Your
comprehending
husband
what
said-
you read is a totally different thing.
Absolutely.
Your husband said that's my wife, y'all.
Oh, my husband's there. Yay.
Welcome, hubby.
Welcome, hubby.
So we got that's dope because you don't know the language that these people
Right.
are writing in, and most of legal books and laws, isn't it Latin that they're written
It
in?
feels like it is. If it ain't, it feels like
It's like they use this different type
It
wording.
is, it's different.
So different.
My friend that's an attorney. So I have a friend that's an attorney, but she also is with me in Legal Shield too,
Mhm.
because she found that being in Legal Shield allowed her to help a whole lot more people because they couldn't afford her actual fees.
Right.
So then she started with us and she's like, I can help a lot more people now, which is really cool. But she said when she was in law school, they spent weeks on the word the.
Wow.
How do you spend weeks on the word the? I think I got it. I think I'm good.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I got it. No, it means a lot of different things, apparently.
Wow.
So imagine the knowledge that an attorney actually knows. I think an attorney is one of those professions that more people think they know more than attorneys than it. It's
We do.
ridiculous, though.
We do. We think
It's ridiculous.
we know more than
Mhm.
attorneys.
Everybody
doctors.
does.
We
They're
know more
doctors.
than doctors.
Everyone thinks that.
We know more than coaches
funny.
in sports.
Exactly.
We're all experts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
It's
that's
like they
just how
went
it
to
is.
school for a very long time for
A
a reason,
long
guys.
time.
Like they know some stuff. They know
Man.
some things that we don't know.
I mean, I've one time they was going to sign me to some contract to some local group. I looked at the contract, and from just when I was seeing, I felt as though I was being ripped off. So I never signed it. I just kept it. I never signed it. I was like, I can't sign.
Yeah.
anything because even though I didn't know much,
Yeah.
I just felt like I was getting ripped off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I wish more people would go in with the idea that I'm getting ripped off instead of thinking, hey, this is something good.
Yeah.
Because you got to think from both sides and both perspectives on anything. And I should have had someone look at it, but I think I wasn't really that interested in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Getting back to something too.
What?
What kind of music did you do?
So I went from R&B to gospel. So I
Okay.
was doing R&B. I was in an R&B girl group, and
Okay.
then I switched from that and I went to gospel because I thought it would be a more higher caliber people in
Right.
gospel because the people I ran into when I was doing R&B, it was like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, get me out of here.
Right.
I'm like, I am still saved, right? So then I tried to go to the Lord's people,
Right.
and the Lord's people were crazy too. I'm like,
Wow.
okay,
It's
this
just a
whole
crazy
industry,
business. It's a
yeah,
crazy
the whole
business.
industry is ridiculous.
Mhm.
So I got out of that industry and I just decided I'm gonna focus more on raising my family, building this business, and
Wow.
just protecting people. Just
Right.
protecting people.
Done
Something
a-
I can sleep good at night.
Done an
I love what I
excellent
do.
job.
Thank you.
It's hard to make that decision, when to stop making music, and it looked like you had a little success. So,
Yeah,
it's
I
even
did. I
harder.
was on Fox and stuff like that. I was
Oh
on some
yeah?
TV shows.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what was the name of the group?
I don't even remember. So
She remembers.
that's how much
just
I
don't
care about the
remember.
group. Okay, I don't even know. Okay,
Fab,
I don't even know. But when I went solo, that now I'm just like.
Right.
And I got rid of the group. Now I'm just playing. But that is when I had more success when I started singing by
Yeah,
myself.
I
I
was
did like
always
X
scared.
Factor and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I did Fox here.
Wow.
Like, I was the Arizona Idol for one of the years that they had it. So,
That is dope.
yeah, it was fun. It was a
That
fun
is
time.
dope.
It was fun till it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fun
So
till it
are you originally from Arizona?
I am not. I'm originally from Chicago. Thank you for asking.
Chicago.
Go Bulls. Yes.
Definitely.
Go Bears.
Illinois is in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Illinois.
Yeah. And we've been here though.
I knew
We've
as
been here.
soon as you said that, we wasn't getting away from that.
You lucky I didn't yell out Southside, okay?
Southside. Hey.
But yeah, I've been here almost 13 years. I love it. I'm never going back. So while I'm talking, I love Arizona. I love Arizona. Okay,
Me
go
too.
Diamondbacks. I love
Never
Arizona.
going back. I would
At
never go
all.
back to Illinois. I could never live in Illinois again.
Yep.
I'm not from
Go
Northern
Phoenix
Illinois.
Suns. Woo!
I'm definitely Arizona for life
Me
now.
too. For
Arizona
life.
for life.
I don't have to
Mhm.
shovel anything. I love it here. Okay.
Don't
Man.
have to
Love
see
it.
shitty gray skies.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
man.
It's
I love
beautiful.
it.
Whoever decided to build a city on the desert, thank you. Blessings to you, because
For real.
I love it.
So what we're going to do, let's take a quick break, Jimmy. We'll come back right back with Bonita Jenkins here from Legal Shield.
Because they try to
Welcome. A couple things.
Has
bring back everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna
Welcome
need
back.
nephew to
Welcome
stop
back.
hating over there.
Yeah, he's a hater. That's what
You
he
should
does.
see, I'll be doing other shows and I see comments talk about Jimmy sucks. And it be from him.
That's funny.
I'm like, dang.
That's funny.
You don't even say good morning. You're like, you suck. Oh my God.
So
Well,
it's payback. I understand.
That's the people I
Got
work
you.
with. I do the same thing to them too. So that's
hilarious.
the way I show love.
See,
That's the way he
he's
shows
he's the
love.
common denominator. You know,
I got it.
That's the way I show love, bro.
I understand.
Let's run that Habari news, man.
Now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by...
All righty, let's get into some news. So we got some news over from the DOJ this week. They secured the longest sentence yet for convicted January 6th defendant. The Department of Justice secured its most severe sentence for a convicted January 6th defendant yet, a marked victory for the government as it pursues those accused of attempting the insurrection. Peter Schwartz, whom prosecutors termed one of the most violent and aggressive participants in the riot, was sentenced to 14 years behind bars and 36 months of probation. So they hit him with the books, man.
Is that the dude that was from Arizona?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think that was
The-
the cactus dude. He was like cactus. They called him something cactus. I don't remember. But he's got to pay $71,000 in fines.
Dang.
Yeah, man. He's in for it. A lot of these people are paying for this, man. So that's what they get. You know what I mean? So you can't rush the capital.
Obviously.
Duh. So we seen some Proud Boys, I think, this week also went down.
Yep.
So a
The
lot
leader.
of these. Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
was the
yeah.
leader of the Proud
He went
Boys.
down. Yeah, a lot of these guys are going down, man. So and they were so dumb to post it online. Like, yay. They just went through everybody's feed and just go get them. Go get them. Like, I don't know what they was thinking. A lot of the people that I also saw there, like with some of the media people, they got in trouble too for going in with them. I was thinking, were they gonna get in trouble because they was filming? It was like, nah, they're done too. So
Because even though that they was actively
just filming it but
filming news as it was happening.
But you actively went in with the mob.
Mm.
You shouldn't have breached those doors. You know what I mean? That's messing up. But anyway, Georgia man was killed. Who killed 3 was in a gunfight earlier. I wanted to bring up this story because I think this guy it's just crazy. You know what's going on with the guns right now, and I just want to make sure we keep this stuff on the forefront and keep talking about what we need to do to make it safer for our people. I mean, it's insane right now. They said that the police said he killed 3 at his workplace. Mother killed his workplace manager, mother, and grandmother before taking his own life.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah, man. He killed his
manager, his mother, and his grandmother?
Right.
That's crazy.
Crazy, man. And he said he was in a gunfight 48 hours earlier. Law enforcement said security video from a McDonald's in South Georgia town of Moultrie showed Contavious White shoot a manager, and it's just too much, man. So the police say he just
shooting everybody and then took his own life.
That's what the police are saying at this situation. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is on it. It's just sad, man. And it's 50-year-old mother and 74-year-old grandmother. Sad, man. So this is what the police put out, and I just wanted, it's just keep people informed. We keep talking about this stuff, man, because we can't brush it under the rug and think everything is great. We have to keep our eyes on what's going on. You know what I mean? And make sure we're trying to fix these things. It's hard, you know what I mean? Because it's been so tough since COVID, man. Everybody's financially strapped. It's been tough. We see the carjackings are going up, murders went up, robberies went up. Everything has gone up because people are hurting, man. Unfortunately, we had this, Zion Teasley. He was a suspect in the Lauren Heike. That's the murder that happened up here on Mayo, North Phoenix. It's a pretty sad situation, man. It stabbed the girl. You would have thought that they knew each other, but that was my first thought. But no, it was just random, man. I saw the girl just doing her thing, and man, it's sad, man. So they did catch this guy. You know what I mean? They said that he was terminated from his other job because he was being aggressive towards females, and he was suspected of stealing merchandise. Ah, man. So I don't know, man, bro. It's just sad, man. Can't even jog. Girls can't jog by themselves and go jog. And this is 10:30, 11 in the morning. This stuff happened.
Wow.
in a
Broad
nice
daylight.
area. In a nice area. You know what I
Scottsdale.
mean? Right.
Oh,
In a
wow.
really, really nice area. You wouldn't think nothing like that would go down. But man, this people are crazy. So that's sad. That's sad. But we got this top cop using racial slurs. Also, he was objectifying female officers. This is coming from an internal investigation from the Phoenix Police Department. So they are saying that this guy did this himself. So we're taking this information from them. They said that he's a high-ranking officer. He used a slur in front of other police executives and discussed lessening discipline against a female officer based on her attractiveness. So he called one officer Blackie, and he called her another female officer the N word, and and then said they shouldn't terminate one officer because she was hot. So this dude, and these are the type of officers, man, we have, and he shouldn't be on the force. He should be off the force immediately. You know what I mean? And this is the type of stuff people are brushing under the rug and let go by. And these type officers are on the streets policing when you see the racial bias. We already know it's there, and then they just letting these people go on with their day and letting them police people. This is the reason why we have issues with more black people getting locked up, more black people getting pulled over, more black people getting bothered. That's why we have these type issues, and we got these type people in charge, and he's a high ranking officer.
Yeah. I will say that I believe that a lot of our officers out there are doing their best and they're doing a good job.
I agree too.
I even have some friends that are officers and things.
I agree.
Like my friend Farrah Shelley. Hey, girl. So got some good officers out there. It's just that 1% that tend to get around a lot, right? They tend to move around a lot.
Yep.
And they do like to find our young black brothers, right? They do profiling does exist.
Yes,
It
it
is a
does.
thing,
Definitely.
right? People try to convince me that it doesn't exist. I'm like, it exists.
It exists.
I've been black my whole life.
Right.
It exists, right?
It
I've been
exists.
pulled over my fair share. My brother has. My father's been pulled over just for no reasons. My husband, one time, we were just coming back from a movie when we were still in Chicago.
Oh my goodness.
We got pulled over. 5, it might have been more. I mean, he can comment, he's watching. 5 police cars pull us over. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. And we had legal shield too, thank God. But I'm freaking out still. I'm pushing the button, like tapping the button. And I'm like, and then I look at my husband, I say, what did you do? Right? Because my first thought is like, did you do something?
Right.
He's like, babe, I didn't do anything. I'm like, then what is going on? So they come up, guns drawn, I kid you not, at our window. We haven't done anything. We're just coming back from the movies.
Right.
And they're like, well, your car fit the description.
Oh my goodness.
Our car fit the description for you to have a gun at our window with our baby in the back seat. And we nervous to say or do anything. I'm tapping the app, getting my attorney on speakerphone at the same time. And then they come up and for the first time ever, they say, oh, you're black. You don't fit this description. They were looking for a white guy this time. Thank God, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
woo! Thank you, God, right? They're like, oh, sorry, your car fit the description. Well, that was scary.
Maybe they should have, before they pulled all their guns out, maybe
They
they should
shoulda
have
ran
looked in the
license plate.
car, seen the color of the person.
Before they call for backup and everything. Like,
Man,
what?
I wonder about them sometimes. But hey, like I
Crazy.
said,
There are some good ones.
there are good officers.
There's my school resource officer.
Yeah.
One of the coolest guys ever.
Mm-hmm.
And like last year, I wasn't thinking about going to prom at all.
Right.
He was
He the one that helped you out with.
Yeah,
with,
he was like, "You're going." So he paid for my ticket. And he bought me a suit.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, man.
see?
There's and you hear all type of heartwarming stories. There's good officers out there, man. I just think that one of the good things that we talk about all the time is centralized training. Every state is on their own when it comes to the training. I think the training needs to be just
Kinda
like
like
what
what the
you're doing with the
FBI did.
FBI and anybody else. You know what I mean?
They
And
all gotta
other
go
I
out to
totally
Quantico.
agree.
other countries do that.
Totally
We
agree.
shouldn't have their own training, and the training should be longer.
Yeah, for sure.
So the other day,
sure.
I don't think I told you this. So in front of my school, there's
Mhm.
there's a bus stop.
Okay.
And some kids are not the brightest, and so they popped a firework right in front of the school.
They thought it was somebody shooting.
Man, the police officer, and they didn't even see the truck, but his truck was like right there, like, you know what I'm saying, in the lane.
Uh-huh.
Man, I ain't never seen him drop off so fast onto the kids.
Wow.
He put 3 kids in the car and took them to the office.
Yeah, they out there. Yeah, you can't play like that nowadays.
Right.
So,
Because
Sure.
everybody has guns everywhere.
Yeah, my school just went on lockdown the other day.
It
Yeah,
did?
yeah,
What school you at? Or
Paradise
can we
Valley.
say that?
yeah.
What
That is-
what school is it?
Paradise Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
Sorry
it
to
was
hear
some.
that.
They had
Yeah,
to
it's
go on
crazy.
lockdown.
No, it was some. I think something happened at the hospital, and they just were being
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Cautious,
I don't know
just
for
in
sure. I don't know
case.
if somebody. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
for sure what happened. People
no.
were saying that somebody probably put out a. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I mean?
They just were being cautious. I don't know
Mhm.
for sure. We don't know for sure what happened on that situation, but
Yeah.
that's the stories I have today. What you got?
Right. Yeah. So what I got for you today is McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
See,
Sorry,
that's
I
his
can't do
favorite
it.
place. So he's like, don't mess the name up,
He
okay?
showed like you better get it
Excuse
right.
me, respect it.
can't
It's
do it.
Oh, my-
I
McDonald's.
can't do it. There's an MC. There's no A in the middle of the M.
She's from Virginia. Give her.
Right.
You know,
Oh, you from Virginia? Oh, workout partner
she's
from
a
Virginia. Hey,
Mac.
cousin Jimmy. Woo! That's cool. Oh, okay.
But 3 different McDonald's franchisees in Kentucky
Mhm,
are to pay $212,000 in fines
mhm.
after a federal investigation found that 305 minors, including 10-year-olds, have been working illegally.
Wow.
no. What? That's insane.
Wow.
The division's investigations found the following. Bauer Food LLC, a Louisville-based operator of
Mhm.
10 McDonald's locations, employed 24 minors under the age of 16
Wow.
to work more than legally permitted hours.
Mm-mm.
The division assessed a $39,711 fine in civil penalties to address the child labor activities violations. The second one is Archways Richwood LLC, a
Mhm.
Walton-based operator of 27 McDonald's locations,
Wow.
allowed 242 minors between the ages of 14 and 15 to work beyond the allowable hours. They were assessed a $143,566 fine in civil money
Wow.
penalties. And then Bell Restaurant Group is a Louisville-based operator of 4 McDonald's locations and part of Brandicat Management Inc.,
Mhm.
which is a larger enterprise that includes Jesse Bell V, and Bell Restaurants,
Wow.
which operates an additional 20 locations in Maryland, Indiana, and Kentucky. The division found the employer allowed 39 workers ages 14 to 15 to work outside for more than the few hours the law permits.
Mhm.
They were given a $29,267 fine. And it says the investigations also found the employer systematically failed to pay workers overtime wages they were due, and as a result, the division recovered $14,730 in back wages and liquidated damages for 58 workers.
Now that's
Oh.
a hot mess.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man, it's a mess.
That is crazy.
You would think if it was a mom and pop, you would
Right,
understand. You got your
right,
son.
right.
That's my first thought. It was my son, a daughter. They was
Right.
working in my place, and we messed up and forgot what hour it was. But this is 39, 40 franchises, and it's a McDonald's franchise. That's just I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's the I don't
The
understand.
federal labor law says that under 16
Mhm.
can work no more than, I think it's 3 hours a day,
Wow.
and no more than that's during the week,
Right.
and then no more than 8 hours on the weekend.
So
So
I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick.
Okay.
So we're always real quick to vilify the business owners, right?
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
And one of my favorite speakers, Robert Kiyosaki, always says a franchise will not save you. Owning a franchise isn't going to give you the knowledge of being a big business owner.
Okay.
A lot of people think like, okay, if I buy a franchise that has this big name and it's
Mhm.
McDonald's, it's recognizable.
Right.
I'm automatically going to be successful.
No.
I'm automatically going to go know all the laws I need to know. I'm automatically going to do all the right things. And no, you have to become the entrepreneur that is going to be able to sustain having
Or
a
even just
successful
to think
McDonald's.
that McDonald's, you're going to be covered under McDonald's.
Exactly. No, their lawyers, their
Yeah.
team,
Right.
they team ain't helping you, individual franchise owner.
Mhm.
No, you got to have that stuff yourself,
Right.
which brings us right back to Legal Shield. Okay.
Right.
Imagine if those same business owners, I'm just assuming they didn't know, okay, because they might have known, but I'm just assuming they didn't know. Now imagine they had that advice and consultation,
Right.
and they were able to pick up the phone and say, hey, how many hours can I have this 14, 15-year-old working before I get in trouble?
Right.
How many hours? Right? What amount of overtime? Can they do overtime? Oh, that's not a thing for little kids?
Right.
Okay, no worries.
Right.
This is what I won't do. And then what if the law firm told them, hey, I'm telling you what not to do. And if you do this, it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
Do you think that franchisor would have took the chance?
No.
No. Right? So I'm just assuming they ain't know. I'm just assuming they know what they know.
I'm hoping they didn't know because I mean, you would think
devil's advocate over here. Right?
You would think a business owner knows that,
Exactly.
but man, I do understand though. If
crazy,
it's so many franchises and so much stuff could be happening, the owner who's running that franchise could be making those decisions. And you're just, you know what I mean? You're the owner of these franchises, 24 stores. You don't know exactly what every manager is doing on every one. Somebody could be making bad decisions.
That's a whole nother
and
thing.
you know, I'm hoping that the person who owned the franchises wasn't pushing this down,
right?
Because he's probably going to lose everything if that. It's going to be all bad.
It's going to be a rough year for him.
Definitely. So you did you run the hot mess video?
No.
That wasn't?
Nope.
Oh, that was just a news.
It gets even worse. It gets even worse. Okay. That wasn't the hot
all right,
mess.
so let's
man,
let's run it.
Coming?
You got the hot mess. Let's do it.
I got the hot mess.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Iesha Rowan. Sponsored by
no one. But real fast,
Legal
if you
Shield.
like, no, that would be dope.
That would be dope.
If you need healthy snacks, make sure to go to our website, www.habaryentertainment.com. Click on the Naked Nutrition in the top of our page. Click on the link, buy some nutritious snacks, get 15% off your first purchase. And make sure you say you came from us, and we get a little bit of help. And that always helps us out. So we appreciate everybody that goes to the page and everybody that's watching. Let's go.
Yeah. So I know she hasn't been in the hot mess seat for a while.
Oh my goodness. That's somebody's returning visitor.
Yeah, somebody's a returning visitor today. Lori Harvey's our returning visitor.
Oh no.
She's always.
I mean, you know, unfortunately, but she puts a bad rep out there for us sisters. I'm sorry.
What's the hot mess this week?
This week, her and her new boyfriend.
They done already?
Damson Idris. Are fully committed to their relationship after making their romance public.
There you go.
In January, so earlier this year. But it says Lori adores Damson and he's equally smitten.
Right.
A source exclusively revealed that it's dude from Snowfall.
Yeah.
That's who she's dating.
Okay.
Is she the one that used to date the guy from
Michael B. Jordan?
She done dated everyone.
She's done dated everybody.
You in Hollywood, she done dated you pretty much.
She got all the good looking ones too.
She's going down the list.
You ain't got no chance.
And have been engaged and everything. She
just breaking hearts and just
keep on rolling. Just keep on rolling.
I don't think she read Steve Harvey's book. I don't think she read that book.
She ain't read the book.
Nah, she ain't read the book yet. Nah, she.
Or she read it and didn't implement a thing. Okay, that's funny.
We were just on the podcast with Shannon Sharp.
Oh, who Steve Harvey was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think there's I didn't watch the full thing, but there's a part that he was talking about it.
But you know, a source exclusively revealed in a new issue with U.S. Weekly that Lori has her heart set on becoming Hollywood's next power couple.
Yeah, man.
If they last.
Right, if they last.
That's cool.
She can't last more than 2 years with nobody.
I hope it works. You know what I mean? I hope he don't end up like he did on Snowfall at the end.
Oh no! You just give us a spoiler. You gotta say spoiler alert when you say stuff like that.
I ain't gonna say much to that. I just hope he don't.
We ain't seen that.
Oh, that
That's
would
funny.
be
Strike that
that
last
would be
part.
bad,
You guys
man.
heard nothing.
That would
That's
be bad.
funny.
But she said that the socialite later discussed about how her parents, Steve and Marjorie, influenced her outlook on dating.
Wow.
I just want to know
How so?
how.
Right.
But they've
how
been
did
together.
They're a stable couple.
They've been together forever.
Forever, right? She
She's
says
not paying
that
attention.
her parents are definitely her couple goals,
Yeah.
and
And that might be it too, though.
She's
Because
trying to have them live up
because
to what
you
he
have
is.
that standard
Yeah.
and you're trying to live up to that standard, and it's probably going to be hard for a man to meet that standard that she's looking for in her pops.
right.
And that may be hard.
That
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Look, and I don't have because she hasn't married any of these guys. So I
Not
don't have a problem with her dating them if she's not sleeping with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Then
does.
no. Then she tripping. Then no.
Yeah.
right.
Then
She
no
said.
to the no.
She said, "I really." She wants to be able to say that
Mhm.
I really like this person. I
Right.
like hanging out with them. I have a good time with them. I can laugh and just kick it and hang out.
Mhm.
That's really important.
Yeah,
That's her
definitely.
whole life goals.
That's
for her
definitely.
spouse.
Ain't that what you've been doing?
I hope
You
not.
just been out here kicking it, hanging out, and chilling, having fun.
Now that's a hot mess.
That's all you've been doing is kicking it
Yeah, that's definitely a mess, man.
with everybody.
Let's run the sports, bro.
That's hilarious.
Find somebody to find one of them you like.
Right.
Shit.
Settle down.
Habari Sports.
All right, so we finally got a win in the playoffs. Wow, that's not the sound I needed. It definitely was.
It was a very accurate sound for that
Yeah,
particular
man.
moment.
Because I mean, these boys they have to score 100 points damn near between Durant and whatever, dog. They have to score 100 points between them. I mean, it's just too much, man. Somebody else got to stay. Aiden, come on,
I will
man.
say this. I will say
What?
this. Devin Booker was hooping last night.
Man, Devin Booker.
I was seeing. Every time I glance up at the TV, he hit another mid-range fadeaway.
Nah, dude been hooping all.
I'm like, he out
all
here looking like
playoffs.
Kobe.
He's been killing. Durant, he wasn't hitting jumpers in the beginning, but you know what I'm saying, he's a veteran, so he's able to get himself going off free throws. We got that one. Hopefully we could pull it out. We don't pull out the next one regardless, it's over. So we gotta win 2 games. We could lose game 5, but you can't lose game 6.
What I said yesterday, and a lot of people agree with me.
Mhm.
I would just help them out. So the Grizzlies are looking for another scorer, especially after letting go of Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
I would give Ayton for Jaren Jackson.
Yeah. They're not gonna trade Jaren Jackson, dude.
I mean, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. That I feel like me personally, that would be a
Not
good
gonna
trade.
happen.
That'd
I
be-
did
man,
read
what
an
you think?
article.
That's a good trade.
That's not gonna happen. Anyway, we already read it because they're gonna give up on him. They're playing well and he's doing well. He's led the league in blocks. Why would they give him up for somebody who don't even want to rebound? Anyway, they was talking about trading him for Kyrie, and I didn't like that either, man.
Yeah, everybody was talking about that either.
You might as well just keep him and just go get some, decent guard or something from somewhere. That's how I look at it. But anyway, you didn't put the playoff thing up there. We also we got the Boston won. Philadelphia's falling apart. They look good in game 1 without Embiid, and I think they've won both of them since he's been back. I think that's how that went. Then you got MVP, Embiid. He did win his MVP. Congratulations. I thought he should have won it last year, but congrats to the big man. We got the Knicks and the Heat play today. We got Lakers, Warriors Day. Who you got? All right, I already know who you got. Who you got? Lakers, Warriors.
Oh, you already know that.
Boo. I thought you was a Warriors fan. How you not with the You don't
Okay,
know. You don't know what
okay,
you want to
okay,
do, dog.
Okay, because
You just
after
a
that talk we
traitor.
had, after that made me realize this.
What?
I love the Lakers, but Steph Curry is my favorite player.
So you going for the Warriors?
I'm going for the Lakers.
Oh my! Then you don't know what you want to do, dog. Anyway, so Man,
Because every time we play 2K, that's all I get.
the Lakers need this, but I don't know, man. Just watching the last 5 quarters, I think Golden State gonna probably beat them today. They just
Wait,
been
there's back to back. They have back to backs.
no.
They played last night.
No, they didn't.
Lakers.
No, that wasn't last night. That was the night before. They
Oh
played
yeah,
today.
you're right.
Suns played last night.
Because you're right.
Yeah, so they'll play today later on, and we'll see. I think I'm going for the Warriors. Let's see what they do. But
Patrick said, "Warrior, Knicks, Suns, and Boston."
yeah, Knicks. Yeah, Knicks probably gonna get that, man. Unless hopefully if Jimmy Butler stays hurt, the Knicks are good. Jimmy Butler comes back, he probably gonna beat the Knicks by
They keep
himself.
calling him Hemi Butler.
Yeah, he's definitely him. He's been killing them, man. But the Lakers, I want to say, something about the Suns game real fast. We want to thank Coach Monty Williams for finally using his bench. You know what I mean? I don't know what he been doing. We got decent players there, man. That he just haven't been playing. You know what I mean? I was thinking today, like, why don't he throw 3-4 different big men at Jokic and just throwing the same two dudes at him? Throw Biombo in there, throw that Lindell dude in there. You know what I'm saying? Throw some people at him, keep him fresh, keep him out of there. Aiden, he's not really doing much, so keep a flow of big men coming in there. I don't understand what he's doing. We need to get Warren needs to play more. Definitely Ross needs to play more. Just play these players more. Hopefully Chris Paul comes back. I'm not getting my hopes up, but whatever, man. We need this next game though.
Patrick said y'all should move on from Chris Paul and
Man, I said it last year, man, that we should have did something last year and have him come off the bench or start and just play about 15 minutes and start and whoever we pick up, he pretty much play the rest of the game. We shouldn't have went this year with him on the starting lineup.
He is
knowing how he's ended up the last 2 years.
He doesn't look the greatest right now.
He's in pretty good shape, man. He's been eating good. He's been doing, but he still can't make it through the playoffs. So what we gonna roll the dice and hope? We gotta stop hoping. He's not gonna make it. So hopefully this the last year, man. They've been tying us to Kyrie and Fred VanVleet. We gotta do something though. We can't keep Chris Paul at 37, 38.
I wouldn't get Kyrie. Because you see how he's already.
No, I don't want Kyrie. I don't want Kyrie, man. He's annoying. But anyway,
y'all gonna have the what's his name?
Yeah, I don't want the
get the Nets all over
West
again.
Coast Nets. Run the comic book corner.
Out my hand.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by.
We watched the Teen Titans this week. I thought the episode was pretty whack. I don't even remember what happened. I just thought it was bad. You know what I mean? They had one good episode out of all this whole season to me.
In fact, when we watched the episode, you went to sleep.
It's trash, dog.
You were just like
it's straight up was bad.
He was knocked
it's bad, man. I don't understand what they got us to the point with that episode with Gar, and they did all that, and then
no follow up.
I don't get it, bro. I hate wasting my time on stuff like this, but we try to talk about everything and keep you entertained, But man, it's hard, dude. The show's trash. We are gonna go out and we're gonna check out the Guardians of the Galaxy today. We'll let y'all know what we think about that next week. I haven't really been checking out the ratings so far. I don't know if it's doing well, but
people are keep rating it like a 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay, that's good. So
and
we'll
they
see.
Say it's a real tearjerker.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I'm figuring a couple people going to die on this episode, on this one, because it's the last one for them, and James Gunn is moving on to
Tomatoes
DC.
got it at a 81%.
Yeah.
People got it at a 95.
That's pretty good. 81.
That sounds usually about what Marvel movies usually get.
Yeah, I guess
not
Ant-Man. Ant-Man got bombed.
It did.
Yeah,
my daughter wanted to see that.
Yeah, they got bombed.
I watched it. Yeah, you're right.
They got bombed.
It was cool, but at the same time, they're just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they were trying too hard.
Yeah,
they were. I think I was watching some stuff on YouTube, and they were saying it was a lot of re-edits, and they was like looking at it, they could tell that it was a lot of I'm not that great with movies yet, where I can tell and be like something was missing, but they're like they were going towards something, and you could tell that they were going towards something, but then they decided to go a different way.
Right.
Oh, that's
They
bad.
they do that with
You could
movies all the
tell?
time,
Oh,
and
bad.
then mess the movie all up. You know how they did the Justice League movies. But that's all I got though on comic book. Want to go to the game?
Yeah, we can go to the game.
Right.
That's fine. I just wanted to you guys know that there was another hot mess out there.
Uh-oh.
Who?
Chris Brown.
Oh, he
Oh
been a
my
hot mess.
goodness!
But what
Yeah,
did
he
he do
can't
now?
stay out of trouble, man.
This time, Chris Brown and his crew jumps Usher at Chris Brown's own surprise birthday party that Usher threw for him
No.
They didn't beat up
in Las
Usher.
Vegas.
They ain't beat up Usher.
What?
Chris Brown them be tripping, man. I hope that's not true.
XXL Magazine, Social Goats. I done seen an article 3-4 times already from different Hollywood sources.
Does he just not like surprise parties?
I don't know.
I don't know,
But
man.
that's just been the headline that's been going on right now. So
If it is true, we know who coming
Wow.
for him.
For the second
So,
time.
get ready.
Yeah,
Just
it
get
says,
ready.
According to various online sources and alleged eyewitnesses, Chris
Mm.
Brown was being disrespectful to Tiana Taylor after drinking too much.
Wow.
When Usher tried to step in and stop him, Chris Brown spat on him
Oh my goodness.
and called him a coward and left the venue. After this occurred, Usher tried to talk to Chris and calm him down. However, at this point, Chris Brown and his crew jumped Usher.
Well, that sounds more up his speed because he likes to pick on women. So
Now that's a hot mess.
that's crazy.
Yep.
Man.
That's crazy.
Whatever, man. I can't deal with it. I
At
just
all.
he always saying, man, that they never give him a break, but
You always doing stupid
he
stuff.
never stays out of trouble.
Right.
He's always doing something ignorant.
He needs to put the bottles down.
All right.
Let's
You
go
want
for
to
the
take
game.
a
Yeah.
quick break and bring the game up?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. We'll be right back with more from Habari Live. Let's do it.
Just because they try to
Welcome. A couple things.
Has
and bag everybody.
Shield, and she's going to play some trivia. Let's run it. The intro.
I'm
All right,
excited.
guys. I already had it all planned
Okay.
out and already.
I have the tiger. I'm sitting up straight. I heard I could win a
I
t-shirt.
had-
Let's get ready to play trivia for Loot. Sponsored by
Let's get it going. What's the first question?
the first question is, what president was a licensed bartender? Is it A, Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, good. It's multiple choice.
B, Andrew Jackson, or C, George Bush?
A bartender.
Let's go with Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. I don't know.
No, that
Is
would
it
be
George Bush.
Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I would have never thought that. Okay.
Yeah, I knew he was a vampire hunter, but I didn't know that. I didn't know about the bartender.
That joke was lame as hell. Y'all gonna laugh at that? Y'all gonna
Whatever,
laugh at that
Jimmy.
one?
Get out of here.
Come on now.
You wish you was me.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
Come on
Okay,
now.
okay. Here we go.
Kodak was founded.
The camera company?
The
Okay.
camera
Or you talking
company
about the rapper?
Kodak was founded in which year?
Mm.
Is it A, 1800, B, 1892, or is C, 1902?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Let's go with 1902.
Mm. What is the answer? I think it's wrong.
Let's see.
Yep.
Darn it.
It is.
82.
It is B, 1982.
Darn it.
1892.
Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna get this.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
get the next one.
That's
All right,
crazy
the next
though.
one is
It's a long time
mine.
ago.
All right, it's okay. I got this.
What was America's first national park?
Darn it.
Is it A, Yellowstone National Park?
You're not the only one. It's okay.
Y'all need to do a
B,
Disney
Yosemite
one next time.
National Park, or
I spend time with
C,
kids all day.
Grand Canyon National Park.
The first
I'm just-
national park ever.
I don't know. So I'm just gonna go with Grand Canyon because we're close. So
Go
I'm just
A.
gonna go with C. I don't know though.
There you go.
Yellowstone.
It is
Is it
A,
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone
Ah,
National Park.
He's so smart, but that's only because he just got out of high school. So he
He
knows.
did.
Still in high
He's
school.
cheating.
How
Right.
am I
Still in high
cheating?
school.
He
And
got
Patrick, you got
Screen's
it
up
wrong
there.
also.
You'll see the mouse up there. How am I cheating? How am I
I'm,
cheating?
I'm just blaming.
Don't get
it on
mad
your
'cause I'm
youth,
smart.
that's all.
Patrick, you're wrong. I just want to tell you.
All right,
Next question.
that's okay. I'm not deterred. Next, I got this one.
Who
right.
did the U.S. buy Florida
Mm.
from?
Look,
I'm
Is it-
going with France.
I'm going with Germany.
You're both wrong.
Spain.
It is
Spain.
Spain.
See, I'm not cheating.
Yeah, the French
Okay,
purchase
we're
that
both
was
wrong. Okay.
that was on the West
It's good
Coast.
to know that the up and coming kids don't know that either, though. But okay.
Right. This one might
I might get
jungle
this
y'all's
one.
mind a little bit.
If I
but
don't get this
Jungle
one,
Book
what in the world?
is set
How did I
in
miss
which
this?
Oh, I know this
country?
one.
I'm going with Africa.
What India? India.
Is it India?
Jimmy's right.
It is
It's
India.
My daughter. Okay, hold on. We gotta pause for a second.
Because
I didn't realize it was India, and this is sad because we are reading this book right.
Wow.
his name is Mowgli.
What?
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah,
character.
how did
I knew off the
miss that?
character.
The-
Just
the
look at him. He's
characters-
a
the
Mowgli.
characters'
yeah.
names.
Yeah, but they're
they
in
go
a
back and they
jungle
originate to,
Yeah.
I
to
don't know.
Indian.
For some
Yeah, they're
reason, it doesn't
Indian
look like
names.
But you can
It
tell
kind
the
of
dude
even
was
sound like
Indian.
it.
Yeah.
Mowgli,
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, but they.
And I haven't watched the Jungle.
But you think jungle,
They
you think
I think
Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
And when I say we're reading this book right now, I mean like for real. Like this is the book we are reading, the actual old school Jungle Book.
Oh, I know this one too.
That's crazy.
All right. This TV
I'll tell my daughter when we
series
get home though.
launched Bruce Willis's career. Is it A, Moonlighting?
Miami Vice.
Is it Moonlighting?
Yes, it is
It
Moonlighting.
is Moonlighting.
I'm finna mess around and get this right.
I don't watch TV, and I didn't watch it back then.
No, he probably
Okay,
would have been
next.
all right on Miami Vice though. He would play.
He was in Miami Vice.
No, he was not.
It's in his list
But
of
it
movies
didn't
and
launch.
TV
It didn't
shows.
launch his career. Is what she's saying.
He must have been a guest because of the people who starred in the show was not Bruce
Right,
Willis.
but
Maybe he
he-
was a guest or something.
He had a role in the show at some
He-
point.
But she's saying it didn't launch his.
I guess.
Right.
It's okay.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was on there.
All right.
No, I
True
have a turtle, and I
or
don't know
false?
this.
Turtles breathe through their butt.
I would just say no because that's weird,
True.
and hope that I'm right.
Jimmy does. So
Is it true?
It is true.
What? Sheldon, I'm so sorry. I know
That's
nothing
weird,
about
dog.
you.
That is definitely some weird shit.
And
I-
So-
let me tell you,
and I
So-
only
when
know
I
that
was going through the questions,
You do that?
I knew that because I had a biology class last semester.
Oh,
And they said
Teenage
that?
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's
yeah,
That's
when I was
hilarious.
when I was
What?
when I was
We
doing
didn't
the
dissect
questions,
all.
I
reference
for
Teenage
real was
Mutant-
like,
Mutant Ninja Turtles in his biology.
look, I picked up the other phone and was like, this can't be true.
You fact checked it for me.
I fact checked it
Thank
myself.
you.
I was like, this
Because
can't
I have
be
a
true.
turtle, and my kids are going to want to know that too. So, two things I'm taking home to the family today from this.
All right.
That's funny. Okay, I'm
By
gonna get this one.
US
I got
law.
this. I can't get them all wrong. Come on.
Exit signs must be what two colors? A, green or red. B, yellow
You
or
gotta know
orange.
this one.
Because I just saw
Or
a gazillion of them.
C, red or yellow.
You say it, then I'll say it.
The exit side. Come on, think, girl. You saw a million of them coming this way. The exit sign. What color are you? Think. It'll come to me. Let's go with yellow or orange.
I'm going to C.
Is it red or yellow?
No. And Jimmy, no.
Both y'all. I think
It's
it's yellow.
green or red?
It's green or
It's
red.
green or red.
Yeah, because the letters can be green or
No.
they
The
can be
letters
red.
Oh,
be
okay. I thought you
white.
were just talking about the.
And now
talking about
as
the
I
sign.
drive
Yeah, I
I'm
home,
talking about the X, the word that says exit.
I'll be looking at the
I thought you were talking about like the exterior of the
That's
word.
hilarious. Okay, come on. So you just picked the hardest things ever. Okay, let's go.
What is the only sea that doesn't have any coast?
The Dead
What?
Sea?
Is it the Sargasso Sea, the Dead Sea, or the Red Sea?
The Dead
That's so
Sea.
tough.
This has to be the Dead Sea.
That's a tough one.
I'm going
Don't
C.
tell me I got this wrong too.
You going with C?
Is it not the Dead
I'm
Sea?
I
going
don't
with C.
know.
It's
I'm
not
not
the
even gonna
Dead
guess.
Sea.
What
It
is
is not
it?
the Red Sea. It is the Sargasso.
Well, I've never
Sargasso.
heard of the
Sea.
Man,
Sargasso
I
Sea, so
neither.
that was a trick one for me. But really, it's not the Dead Sea because the Dead Sea is the one that doesn't
Hold
have
on.
anything
The
coming
problem
in,
I'm
right?
having is
Or no,
mentally
it doesn't have
trying to
anything going. Okay,
trying to see
I
this.
can't with
A sea is something. It's a port from the ocean, right? Like it's from the ocean, so it has to have land to. Dog, I'm so confused right now. It's a sea, so it has to come from the ocean. So you would think it has to have land around it. How the hell does it do that? I got to see this. I got to see
now
this.
we have to
I got to
pull
see
up.
it.
We're
But
being
anyway,
Googling
let's
the
go.
Sargasso Sea.
All right. The last and
I'm
final
sorry
question
to
is
to all my teachers. Like, I'm sorry, I'm failing this pop quiz. Okay, this is why you don't do
Oh,
pop
man.
quizzes to your students, guys.
Wow.
You give them time to study. All right, I'm
true or
ready.
false. The black box on a plane is black.
I hate you.
Mm.
I was just on a plane. Was it black? Thinking. Was it black? No,
Black
it was
box.
gray. Was it gray?
I think they're green, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say it wasn't.
What is it?
Wait,
No,
It
it
is
wasn't black.
false.
I'm gonna say false.
Was it black? Was it gray?
I say
They are
false.
orange.
Yeah, orange.
Orange.
Yeah. I would think
Okay,
they
well,
would
at
be.
least, hey, wait! I get at
'Cause
least
they have
part of
to
this right
find
because I
them.
said it wasn't black.
They got to find them after the crashes. So I would figure they would be like something.
It's orange.
not black.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not.
That's
You
hilarious.
can't
Oh, was
find
it
them
the
out
last
there.
Right.
one?
Yeah, that was.
Okay, I got half of that one right. Can
So
I get
definitely-
a T-shirt?
Get hit with the womp womp, and
I still want my T-shirt. Okay, I better leave out of here with a party. Just for enduring that mess. Those
man,
questions
so,
are hard. Okay?
Yeah, we thank you for being a good sport and playing the game. Everybody
Oh, my
usually
pleasure.
loses, so it's not.
Everybody.
I don't know. We even lose.
I think we've had two
That's
people win.
horrible.
Yeah,
Really?
only a
Two
couple
people in
in
the
Wow.
last 2 years.
2
have
years.
won.
2 people, a person a year.
That's funny. I'm really mad I didn't get the Turtle or the Jungle Book one right now. I'm really upset about that.
Hey, but we really appreciate you, Bonita, for stopping by and
Oh,
telling
my
us about Legal
pleasure.
Shield.
My pleasure.
We are going to talk about this afterwards. Tell people how to contact you, how to follow you, and just everything about your online presence right now.
I sure will. You guys can email me at jenkinshelps@gmail.com. So that's Jenkins, Jenkins, helps, HELPS @gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Bonita Jenkins. And I believe I'm on Instagram at Bonita G Jenkins. So I just I don't have a middle initial, so I just stole the middle initial of my husband. Well, it's his first name, G, Gary. Because I don't have one. So I just wanted to put something in there
Right.
that represents him. So other than the
And-
last name. But that's where you can find me. Definitely reach out to me. Let's be friends. And let's get you protected. Get your family protected. Get your business protected. Get your employees protected. I'm your girl.
For sure. And it's very, very important. We really, really appreciate you stopping by and teaching us something good today. Thank you, Jimmy, Iesha. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Until next week. Peace.
Holla, holla.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.